guys know, I am a huge Netflix junkie. I love Netflix. I'm obsessed with Netflix. My new TV even has a Netflix button on it. Yeah, it's pretty much the coolest thing in the world. But last night I was just flipping through, seeing what they recommend for me, and more times, like 99% of the time, it's never anything similar to what I watched before, but that's totally cool because I find new things. So anyways, I watched Romeo and Juliet like about a week ago, and it's telling me that Heckler is similar to this. Now the only thing I could think of, the only comparison I can draw is that it's both has Jamie Kennedy in it, so how my Netflix knows this is just beyond bizarre. But anyways, so I want to do a mini review slash like my thoughts on Heckler, and I'm sort of heckling Heckler in a sense, because as I was watching this, at first I'm like, okay, this is probably like, okay, I have to say, like, it was a good flick, but I have to say, like, what, like, I didn't get the point of it. I didn't grasp the point of it. So everyone, a lot of people I know have been talking about Heckler, and basically what Heckler is it's a documentary that Jamie Kennedy did, and he's interviewing a lot of, you know, like D-list actors, directors, other random people in there, and it's great. Like, I mean, I'm not like bashing them in any way. I'm just saying they're not like A-list, obviously. There are a lot of people who do like stand-up now, or, you know, they've all made their mark in entertainment, so clearly they're worthy of being on it. But I had a couple problems with this movie. So I have to say I met probably about a handful of people that were in the movie. So I've known them, and I've actually hung out with a good chunk of them as well, like on a personal level, and it kind of made me upset. One, these guys have amazing lives. Like, you can knock them all you want and say, oh, like, you know, you're a has-been, or like, who are you, or we have no idea who you are. Like, it doesn't matter, because they have this huge house and they made all this money and have lots of fancy cars, and it's awesome. So like, yeah, I was like, why are they even in this movie? Why are they even complaining? They're pretty much getting to do something they love, and like probably 1 out of 10 times them going out, someone recognizes them. Oh well, you got a big ass house to go crying in. But the other thing is, like I said, I know them on like some of these people on a personal level. I wouldn't say like a lot, but like I've hung out with them on social events and dinners and all this stuff like that. And I have to say, like, here's the thing, I get it. Like, people can be rude and obnoxious at stand-up shows, and because I mean that was most of the people in here was like stand-up comedians, obviously. There was like random people, like Eli Roth was in it randomly. I was like, I don't know, but anyways, so it was about like people who get heckled at stand-up shows, or like reviewers that give them bad reviews. And when I go out with them in public places, they don't, like, a fan will come up and be like, oh my god, I love you so much. They don't like that attention either. So I was really confused, because I'm like, oh, like, I remember going out with this one guy who was in the documentary, and I'm not going to name any names in this video, but one guy I went out with, and this guy came up and was like, I'm such a huge fan, like, oh my god, can I get a handshake? And like, the guy didn't even give him a handshake. Like, he's just like, I'm eating, bro, or whatever he said. And it was just like, if you can't even appreciate your fans and the love, like, why are you gonna complain about hate? You don't like the hate, you don't like the love, like, meet in the middle somewhere, bipolar person. Anyways, that was definitely one thing that I totally didn't get. And the other thing is this, right? Like, 1% of, like, less than 1% of the population will ever get to make a living doing what these people do. Like, performing, traveling, you know, making people laugh, not having a 9-to-5, kind of setting their own schedule, like, just entertaining. Like, people don't get to do that, even though people may dream of doing that or want to do that. I mean, people just don't make it to this level that these people are. So the fact that you have haters, like, is probably like a good thing. Like, you know, it's like, it's causing controversy, it's stirring up, you know, like, things. Here's the thing, and I'm just going to just say this because I'm not comparing myself. I'm not rich like them. I don't have a mansion. I don't have fancy cars. You know, my living is kind of just scrapping at anything. Like, I do background work, I do audience, you know, I make my bracelets. I kind of just do a little bit of, recently added massage therapy to the list of things I do. Yeah, I'm taking classes to become a masseuse, so yeah. So pretty much I'm like just trying to find anything that makes money, you know what I'm saying? So I don't have that career and that luxury lifestyle yet. But I will say this, I do get hate on YouTube. I mean, anybody who makes a YouTube video is gonna get hate. Whether you have 2 people watching you, 200 people watching you, whatever, like, you're gonna get hate. So watching Heckler and hearing, oh, like, this reviewer gave me a bad review on my movie, oh, I still made millions of dollars, like, people get hated on in real life. People get hated on YouTube. Like, every single one of my videos usually gets, like, completely hated on. And in a way, I think this is how everyone knows. Everyone knows I'm Andie Kaufman. Anyways, for those of you who knew Andie Kaufman before he became in my body, Andie Kaufman was a brilliant comedian who I think embraced the heckling, so to speak. He's just brilliant, and he's kind of like, I call myself Andie Kaufman of YouTube. I think he just really just knows that any sort of hate or any sort of controversy or conflict is funny. And so, like, I don't know what these people were complaining about, really. And then Howie Mandel is on here. Oh my god, Howie Mandel. I was like, really? I don't know when they interviewed Howie, like, I don't know, but like, he's on America's Got Talent. Not only does he judge people, which is his job as being a judge, but he's like really harsh to a lot of people, like for no reason. He'll like be harsh and just say mean things that have nothing to do with critiquing people. Another thing that comes to my mind is Howard Stern. I love him. I'm a huge fan, and I went on America's Got Talent, clearly to be judged, and you know, make a little Andie Kaufman appearance, if you know what I mean. But I love Howard Stern, and the fact that, and I was listening to his radio show. I listen to it almost every morning when he's live, and he had said something like, oh, this girl would look like Pamela Anderson if she lost 40 pounds. So I think I get it, where it's like, okay, that can hurt, but at the same time, he's talking about me on his radio show, so it's like, I'm not gonna boo-hoo about it. Like, that's the profession I wanted to be in. I wanted to be in entertainment. I wanted to get people talking about me. I'm sorry, not everyone's gonna love you. Not everyone's gonna love you, Jamie Kennedy. No, like, sorry. Like, there was one reviewer he met with that reviewed his movie, Malibu's Most Wanted, and said it was like awful, or maybe it was, I think one was Malibu's Most Wanted and one was Son of the Mask. It's like, dude, you make money out of this. Who cares? Who cares if people are doing anything? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, why are you caring? Why are you going to give them attention and stuff like that? And like, Carrot Top, he like interviewed, and Carrot Top was like, something like, oh, you know, he's reading like these awful reviews of his movies, like it was the worst actor of the year, like he had a Razzie. Like, awesome. You know, I think like, there was somebody, I can't remember, a pretty big star, I don't know if it was like Ben Affleck or Eddie Murphy or somebody, like, went actually received their Razzie, which is like the best actor or the worst actor of the year. It's like a spoof on Oscars, and it's just, it's fun, it's funny. Like, why are you making a whole documentary on this? The reason I figure this movie was made Heckler is I figure it's something to sort of be like, to cause controversy in a way, right? This is what I'm saying, right? So I'm talking about Heckler, it got me talking. So I don't know if this is trying to, I feel like he did it seriously to show like this side. I don't know what the message was, but I'm like thinking I may be giving Jamie Kennedy too much credit here, but I'm thinking maybe he's a genius, sort of in the genius minds of me and Andie Kaufman, in the fact that like, let's do this movie and everyone talk about it, which is kind of awesome and kind of brilliant, because I've heard a lot about it. I'm obviously talking about it. Obviously something good, you know, like, he's doing something right, and bravo, we applaud Jamie Kennedy. I freaking, for one, loved him in Romeo and Juliet and the Jamie Kennedy Experiment, so I'm glad that he's becoming relevant again. Just kidding. Love him. Anyways, so that was kind of my mini review on Heckler. Check it out. Let me know what you guys think. I think that there is a lot of misdirected anger, and I think it's just a good movie overall. I think it's kind of interesting. So if you guys are into documentaries and just looking for something on Netflix, I highly recommend Heckler. It's interesting, like I will say, like it kind of pisses you off, but like I kind of like that. Like in my twisted head, I'm kind of thinking like, I think this is what it's meant to do. It's supposed to piss me off, but I think it's also pretty interesting, and I think it kind of takes a look at hate, and I was like, I should do one of those on YouTube, because the hate on YouTube is pretty much unsurpassed by any other field or any other medium. I mean, it's just, it's ridiculous. I mean, people tell me to go die or burn my face, or they want to see me get my arm caught in a disposal. I mean, like weird things. Someone wanted to put me over a fire and roast me like a pig. Like, I mean, you get really weird things. I get to probably go kill yourself probably a dozen times a day. So it's, you know, it's interesting. I think it's interesting, but like I always say, and in life, we get heckled in life, and you know what? I feel like if you have haters, you're doing something right, because you have something that they wish they could have. So probably people who go heckle these people are either drunk or just wishing they could make a living being complete jackasses. So anyways, alright guys, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this movie review. I know it's a little different than my other movie reviews, but you know, it's a suggestion. I pass along things I love. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.